Okay, so here's the problem right here. So we're given that, let me rewrite it. We're given 4A, which is secant of tangent inverse tangent of root x, and we're tasked to find, like, without any trigonometric blah blahs in there. So we know that tan, so let me go 1, tangent inverse, we're gonna start, usually we have like, it's supposed to be theta here, right? We don't have that. So tangent inverse, how we find this, we know that this is equal to, what's the inverse of tangent? Well, it's tangent. What's tangent inverse is inverse? It's tangent. So this equals, this means that this root x equals tangent theta, right? And what's tangent theta equal to? So tangent, let me put this as 2, tangent theta equals to opposite over adjacent. We know that the opposite is this, so let me go 3. Opposite is this, but why does this only equal tangent? Well, because why did I put a 3 there? Well, why does root x only equal tangent? That's because, remember, there's always a 1 underneath that root. There's always a 1 whenever, it's like a silent 1, right? So this is equal to tangent, which is opposite over adjacent. So now we're going to make a triangle, right? Theta. We know that the opposite is root x, so we're going to put that here. And we know that the adjacent is 1, so we're going to put that underneath. So then, what is the hypotenuse? That's where we use Pythagorean theorem. So step 4, we're going to go root x plus 1 equals c squared. And we're going to square all of these as well, right? You could also, just to make this like a bit more even, you could also add a root 1 right here, right? Because just root 1 over, it's all going to equal 1, right? So it's going to be, all this is going to cancel out anyway. So x plus 1 equals c squared, right? Right, because this, like, root x cancels, and then 1 cancels, 1 just going to equal 1, so this could all cancel anyway. But then we need to find c. So the root of x plus 1 equals c. So this is c, right? So we're going to put this right here. It's no longer question mark. It's root of x plus 1, right? And so now what are we going to do with this information? Well, now that we know that it's secant of x plus 1, now that we know what the triangle is, we're going to find secant. Secant equals to 1 over cosine, right? And what is cosine of this equation? Cosine, so this, let me put this as 5. Cosine equals ka, right? So it's adjacent over hypotenuse. Well, what's the adjacent? The adjacent here is 1. And the hypotenuse is this, root x plus 1. And so secant equals the reciprocal of cosine. So for step 6, you're going to find that secant of, let's put theta here. Now it could be theta, equals this reciprocal. So it's going to be root x plus 1 over 1, which equals root x plus 1. And that is how you know what secant is. Well, that's without any trigonometric substitutions.